Most people are trying to get rich loudly. They want proof. They want applause. They want attention. They want somebody to notice them. And that's why they stay broke. Because wealth is not built through attention. Wealth is built through ownership. The people who build real wealth rarely look like they're winning. They drive normal cars. They wear normal clothes. They live in normal neighborhoods. But behind the scenes, they own businesses. They own property. They own stocks. They own assets. They are quietly rich. And the reason this matters is because the loud version of wealth is fragile. If you lose your income, the lifestyle collapses. But the quiet version, it doesn't collapse. Because the quiet version is built on systems. And today I'm going to show you the exact 5-step system to become quietly rich. This isn't a get-rich-quick video. This is a blueprint for people who want freedom. If you're in your 20s or 30s, understand this. You're not late. You're early. Because the wealth game is not about speed. It's about starting early and staying consistent. Welcome to Silent Wealth, the channel for people who want to build real wealth quietly through discipline, investing, and timeless money principles. If you watch this video and actually apply it, you will not just change your bank account. You will change your identity. You will become someone who moves differently, someone who thinks differently, someone who isn't controlled by the opinions of the crowd. Let's start with step 1. Step 1, stop trying to look rich. If you want to become quietly rich, you have to accept the first truth. Looking rich is expensive, and being rich is boring. I want you to think about how many people you know who look like they have money, but secretly don't. They have the car, the outfit, the vacations, the dinners, the Instagram lifestyle, but they don't have savings. They don't have assets. They don't have peace. They're one emergency away from disaster. That's because they're living with an audience. They're spending money on performance, and performance is expensive. Performance turns into lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is what keeps people working forever. Because the moment you earn more, you spend more. And the moment you spend more, you need to earn more. That cycle becomes a trap. Quietly rich people break the cycle. They don't build images, they build assets. And this is the quiet rule. Live one level below what you can afford. Not because you're cheap, because you're buying freedom. Freedom costs money, and if you spend the money you need for freedom on looking successful, then your future disappears. Here are 3 examples of how this shows up. Example 1, the car trap. People finance a nice car because they want to feel successful, but then they have a car payment, insurance, maintenance, gas, stress, and that car becomes a monthly burden. Quietly rich people drive a car that gets them from point A to point B. They invest the difference. Example 2, the apartment trap. People upgrade their apartment because they want to feel like they've made it. But rent is your largest expense. A $500 increase in rent is not just $500. It's $6,000 per year. And if you invested that $6,000 for 10 years, that's not small. That's real money. Example 3, the I deserve it trap. People spend money as therapy. They buy things because they're tired. They buy things because they're stressed. They buy things because life is hard. But quietly rich people have a different mindset. They don't buy comfort, they buy control. Because control is comfort. So here's your action step. Write down your top 3 image expenses. The things you buy not because you truly need them, but because you want to look successful. Now ask yourself, if I remove this for 6 months, would I suffer or would I become disciplined? Because discipline is the seed of wealth. And the moment you stop trying to look rich, you start becoming rich. Step 2, build your quietly rich safety floor, expanded. Now here's the second truth. Wealth isn't how much you make. Wealth is how long you can survive without making anything. That is why a safety floor is everything. Because life will hit you. And when life hits you, Most people go into debt. They put it on a credit card. They take loans. They borrow from family. They panic. But quietly rich people don't panic. They have a floor. They have protection. This is why millionaires talk about peace more than they talk about money. Because money is not the goal. Peace is the goal. So here's the system, the 3-level safety floor. Level 1, $1,000 buffer. This is your emergency quick fix fund. Level 2, 1 month of expenses. This is your stability fund. Level 3, 3 to 6 months of expenses. This is where confidence begins. But here's the secret. You don't build level 3 by hoping. You build level 3 by automation. So here's what quietly rich people do. They open a separate savings account. They name it safety floor, and they treat it like a bill. They deposit into it every week or every paycheck. Because you don't become wealthy by thinking, you become wealthy by system. Now here's the mindset shift. Once you build your safety floor, you no longer fear the world. You can say no. You can walk away. You can take opportunities. You can breathe. That's the foundation of silent confidence. Step 3, buy ownership every month, expanded. Now this step is where real wealth begins. Because saving is protection, but investing is multiplication. And most people don't invest consistently. They invest emotionally. They invest when the market is high. They stop when the market is low. They buy hype. They sell fear. That's why they lose. Quietly rich people do the opposite. They buy ownership every month. Even when it's boring. Even when no one is talking about it. Even when everybody else is distracted. Because they understand one thing. The market rewards patience. It punishes emotion. And this is why the system works in any economy. Good economy, you invest. Bad economy, you invest. Crash, you invest. Boom, you invest. Because your job isn't to time the market. Your job is to stay consistent. Let me simplify this. Quietly rich people follow a 3-part investing structure. Part 1, core foundation index funds like S&P 500 total market funds, broad ETFs. This is the long-term engine. Part 2, quality companies, 5 to 10 companies you truly believe will exist in 20 years. The goal isn't to pick the hottest stock. The goal is to own the best businesses. Part 3, the future. Small bets on emerging industries, but only money you can afford to ignore. Now, the biggest mistake people make is this. They try to invest too smart. Quiet wealth comes from investing consistently. A simple system beats a complicated plan. So here's your action step. Automate investing every payday. Even if it's $25, even if it's $50. It's not about the number, it's about the habit. Because habits build identity, and identity builds destiny. Step 4, increase income without increasing ego, expanded. Now here's what separates quietly rich people from everybody else. They increase their income, but they don't inflate their life. Most people are trapped because they earn more and immediately spend more. They increase rent, they increase car, they increase clothes, they increase habits, and the extra money disappears. Quietly rich people do a simple thing. They keep life the same and invest the difference. Every raise becomes investment fuel. Every bonus becomes ownership. And because they stay disciplined, their wealth accelerates. This is what I call the lifestyle lag principle. Your lifestyle should lag behind your income. The bigger the lag, the richer you become. So how do you increase income? You don't need 10 hustles. You need one high-value skill, a skill that pays. Sales, editing, AI, marketing, operations, public speaking, consulting. Then you master it quietly. 1 hour per day for 90 days. That's it. And when people ask you what you're doing, you don't explain. You keep working. Because quietly rich people aren't loud, they're focused. Step 5, Create a quietly rich lifestyle. Expanded. The final step is not about money, it's about how you live. Because if your lifestyle is chaotic, your finances will be chaotic. Quiet wealth requires a quiet life. Quietly rich people protect their peace. They avoid drama. They avoid toxic people. They avoid emotional spending. They don't make decisions when they're tired. They don't buy things to impress strangers. They build routines. They sleep well. They train their mind. They read. They track net worth. Because net worth is your score, not income. Income is what you earn. Net worth is what you keep. And here are the quietly rich habits. They don't compete. They stay consistent. They track net worth monthly. They don't argue with broke opinions. They invest in freedom, not appearance. That is the quietly rich mindset. If you follow this system for the next 3 to 7 years, your entire life will change. You'll wake up and realize you have options. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg. You don't need to perform. You'll be quietly rich, and nobody can take that from you. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to Silent Wealth and comment below, which step are you starting with today? Because the people who start become the people who win. See you in the next video.